We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone. Be a touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't get him to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with...
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reed?
Touchdown, LSU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Defense might bring the house here. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. playoffs. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. He wants it all. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've spot both ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
LSU, 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
LSU quick to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and their giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. LSU right back to the line. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to... Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not...
Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. The snap sets up the throw. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. Trying to slam in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fit it in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Nebraska. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions.
ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Huskers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of... on that return.
Ready? Here we go.
Hand off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll run play action. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes back.
Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. This time he's got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. LSU now operating in the red zone. Got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the kick is no good, but a penalty flag is down, and there's not much doubt this is going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Raiola. Fakes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I love love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Oh, he can hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throwing right. Makes the grab past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Using his legs to buy some time. Looking down the left side. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense takes matters into its own hands. time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
LSU, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers in the hurry up. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Made the play on the fifth, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. They'll immediately call timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. To the end zone, and is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
First down on the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.